Hi everyone. Today we'll review math objectives K.1a and B. K.1a is I can tell how many are in a set by counting out loud. K.1b is I can read and write numbers from 0 to 20. For today's activity, if you would like to write along with me, you can get a piece of paper and pencil or a whiteboard and marker. These are totally optional, but now would be a good time to go and get them. If you don't have any of those materials available, that's okay. You can just follow along with the lesson and you can do your number writing in the air along with me.
Come right down and that is all. Come right down and that is all. Come right down and that is all. To make the numeral 1. Curve around and slide to the right. Curve around and slide to the right. Curve around and slide to the right. To make the numeral 2. Curve in and around again. Curve in and around again. Curve in and around again. To make the numeral 3. Down, over, down some more. Down, over, down some more. Down, over, down some more. To make the numeral 4. Down, around, put on a hat. Down, around, put on a hat. Down, around, put on a hat. To make the numeral 5. Curve around and curl it up. Curve around and curl it up. Curve around and curl it up. To make the numeral 6. Slide to the right and slant it down. Slide to the right and slant it down. Slide to the right and slant it down. To make the numeral 7. Make an S, then close the gate. Make an S, then close the gate. Make an S, then close the gate. To make the numeral 8. Make a circle, then a line. Make a circle, then a line. Make a circle, then a line. To make the numeral 9. Come right down, then make a 0. Come right down, then make a 0. Come right down, then make a 0. To make the numeral 10. We can sing the numeral song. We can sing the numeral song. We can sing the numeral song and make numerals all day long.
Nice job, everybody. All right, let's exit out of our video and take a look at some of our counting strategies. So these are counting strategies that we've worked on throughout the year. I'm going to show you each one of them using the slides to come. Sorry. All right, so our first strategy is one that we know and we use quite often, counting out loud. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm not going to use my pointer. I'm just going to use my eyes and my voice to say a number as I look at each star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One of the reasons that that's a strategy is that actually having to say those numbers out loud slows you down in the counting process, so you're not counting the objects too fast or saying the numbers too quickly to yourself. All right, our next strategy we're going to take a look at, touch and count. For this activity, since I can't use my finger, I'll be using the cursor to touch each star and naming its number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You'll notice I got the same number because I'm utilizing a different strategy. I still should arrive at the same answer. Our third strategy is move and count. This is a really good strategy for when we have a large quantity of objects and we might lose track if we don't separate them out as we're counting. So let's see how this would look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't have any more objects left to count, so I must have counted each one. All right, strategy number 4, line up and count, is similar to move and count, but for this one, you line them up to organize them before you actually count. Give myself some space here so that they're easily arranged and I won't lose track of where I was counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Our fifth strategy, count on. You'll notice that this little die is in an arrangement of 5. Now, all of our kindergarten friends should know that because we've practiced subitizing and looking at a quick arrangement and saying what comes to your mind without having to rely on counting each and every dot. So that might look like, might look like this. If I have used the strategy of lining up a set, or if I recognize that there is a set that has the same quantity from question to question, then I can assume and know that this together looks like a 10 frame, and I could count to make sure that there were 10. But if I kept seeing this arrangement over and over in a question, I would be able to subitize and understand that this arrangement of 10 is where I can just start instead of counting each one. I could just say, oh, that's 10, and count on from there. 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, the last strategy that you want to use is to recount. If there's ever a time, if you think maybe you counted wrong and something just doesn't look right, it doesn't sound right to you, go ahead and recount. There's nothing wrong with double checking your work. In fact, we want you to do that. So once you finish watching the video and practicing your counting strategies, you're going to come on over to Seesaw, your Seesaw activity, and click Add Response. Select your name and icon. And here's where you'll find your activity for today. The first page is going to be recognizing and counting the number of balloons in a set and using the numbers over here on the right side to show how many are in each box. Now, if we remember, down here is where we'll have our tools. I'm going to select that hand so that I can grab a number, and then I'm going to click the frame to get rid of all that other stuff that I don't need to see right now. And I'm going to use one of my counting strategies when I look at this particular set. Now, because that quantity is really small, I can use my my look and count out loud strategy. 1, 2, easy. I'll come over here, find that numeral, and slide it over into the box to go with it that matches. You'll notice that there is still a number 2 over here because we might be seeing that number in another set. All right. Another way that you can answer these questions is by using the text box. The numbers are here for you to use. You know what? Hold on. Let's use that strategy on the next page. Let's go ahead and take a look at this set. So in this box, I've got an empty sky. I don't see a single hot air balloon in that picture. If there's not anything in the set, what number is the same as nothing? 0, right? All right, so you're going to continue to count the number of balloons that you see in each box and use the number to slide it into its place. Now, once you've completed this page and double-checked your work, you're going to come back over here to your drawing tool, and you're going to select page number 2. Page number 2, your job on this page is to count the number of balloons, and then you're going to use the pencil or the pen to write how many are in the set. Here's where you can use the pencil, or you can use the text box if you would like to. Let's practice one of each. So here in this set, it's pretty small. My cursor covers up some of those balloons. So the strategy that I'm going to use here for myself is I'm going to touch the screen to help me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to come down here and select a pencil or a pen. And the color I would like to use, I'm going to use yellow so it will show up on black. And I lock that number in my mind so I remember there are 12 in this set. And I'm going to write the number 1 followed by a 2. Now, if you're not so comfortable using the pen or the pencil, I totally understand. So you could also use your text tool. That would look like this. You gather your box, select a nice bright color, and over here in this set, again, I notice on this page that there aren't any in that picture. So I'm going to utilize that same number that I remember that means nothing, or an empty set, and I'm going to type in a 0. From here, I'm going to use my hand tool and resize that box so it's a little bit smaller, and I can place it right inside like that. Once you've counted and written or typed in the number for each set, you're all done. Click the green check and you're set.